Bobby Kevin here, and I'm sitting with Ray Seafood. How's it going, man?
I'm good, I'm good.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
It's actually Sefo.
Sefo.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it again, huh?
Yes, sir.
Bobby Kevin here, and I'm sitting with Ray Sefo.
You're the man.
You're the man.
Thank you, thank you.
Blah, blah.
Do you want me to conduct the interview or no? I'm
No.
just kidding. You know, I've been appointed as Vitor's head coach for this fight. He's so ready to fight. Like, the training camp has been great. We've had myself, Coach Gil Martinez, Coach Neil Mellison, Ron Frazier, his strength conditioning coach Jake Bonacci, his dietitian Mike Doce, and many more of the team. You know, we had the World Karate Champion Jamie from Brazil, Rodrigo, Pedro, Cesar. Like, the whole team has been amazing, and all these guys, we made sure that, you know, we had the right people and the best people to get him ready for this fight against Anderson. Anderson's a great fighter, but he's meeting another guy who, and I think this is his biggest test ever, is because now he's fighting a guy that brings a complete game. Not only boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, judo somewhat. And so, you know, like I said, we had Rodrigo, who's a, you know, world champion in judo. So we've done everything there is possible and cover every angle there is to cover to win this title. What I think the outcome would be, oh, he's winning for sure. No doubt in my mind he's winning that title.
No doubt.
Not a doubt in my mind. Don't be surprised if he finishes in the first or second round. Don't be surprised.
I actually asked Dana White about what would happen if Anderson Silva would do the same thing he did in Abu Dhabi, 5 rounds just running around, and he said Vitor Belfort would probably punish him if he don't do anything. What do you think?
Listen, if he fights Vitor Belfort the way he fought in Abu Dhabi, he's getting knocked out in the first round. Bottom line. Like I said, you know, we've covered all the bases. Him standing there, him moving, him kicking, him, whatever he does, we've covered. So, whatever way he wants to move, whatever way, put it this way, for me, I'd rather him come out fighting and get knocked out than run around and get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, one way or the other, it doesn't matter. And that's not trying to be cocky or anything. I just believe in Vitor's ability. And bottom line is, like, I was in Brazil with Vitor about a month and a half ago. I had one of the reporters ask me this question. A lot of people in Brazil think that Vitor doesn't have what it takes to mix with Anderson Silva. I said there's two answers to that question. One is they don't understand what mixed martial arts is, and two, they've never seen Vitor Belfort fight. So what I said was, get educated. Because
to the reporters?
Yep. Not just the reporters, but the people who they say, you know, that says that Vitor doesn't have what it takes to stand with Anderson. Well, I disagree. You know, I fought the best of best strikers in the world, and as far as I'm concerned, Vitor has everything in terms of striking to win this title and to become the new champion. So, you know, it's like people can say whatever. At the end of the day, not being cocky, not trying to be overconfident, because I just believe in his ability and what he's able to do. And then you flip that coin and go, let's have a look at Anderson's last 3-4 fights, and let's have a look at Vitor's last 3-4 fights. And that answers it all. So, you know.
Especially in Abu Dhabi and Chael Sonnen.
Right. Yeah, listen, you know, he got lucky with Chael Sonnen. He got lucky. And the bottom line is Chael Sonnen made a mistake, just like Fedor Emelianenko made a mistake with Verdum. Verdum, he got out of that triangle the first time Verdum tried to lock it up. He made a mistake by staying in there again. And when Verdum locked it up the second time, it was solid.
But can I just ask you, I mean, you say he was lucky with Chael Sonnen. You don't think you don't think the steroids has anything to do with his performance?
Well, listen, take away, I mean, here's the thing. Okay, Chael Sonnen had, obviously his testosterone levels was higher than what it should be. Okay, take that away. The fact of the matter is Chael Sonnen's ability wasn't made by steroids. It was made by who the fighter he is.
Yeah.
you understand? The testosterone just made him a little bit more aggressive.
Yep.
But in terms of his skill, in terms of his wrestling background, in terms of what he did, that's just him. That's him being skilled at what he does. He didn't, I mean, if testosterone or steroids made you a better fighter in terms of skill, well then I would agree. But no, I disagree with it. But at the same time, he still used enhanced, he still was found guilty. But at the end of the day, listen, like I said, he was silly to do that, but it doesn't take away from the skills that he had up to the point where he got caught with a triangle. And you know what? Like I said, Anderson Silva was lucky in that sense, and good for him. I take my hat off to him for him because he persevered and he weathered the storm and able to pull off. It's just like in kickboxing or boxing, someone gets beat up and lands a haymaker and knocks a guy out.
Yeah.
That's the way to look at it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened with Anderson. He weathered the storm. He got beat up for 4.5 rounds, and Cheryl made a mistake and got caught. So it's the same as, like I said, he was lucky in that fight that Cheryl made that mistake. It's the same as I go back to Verdum and Fedor. Fedor made a mistake and he got caught. So, but you know what? That's what happens in our game. That's what mixed martial arts is. Anything can happen. You make one mistake and it's going to cost you the fight, and that's what happened.
Anderson Silva said today at the workout session that his big dream is to start doing boxing, and wanted to know about Belfort. I mean, is his big dream now to get the title?
Oh, absolutely. Vitor has all his life have slept, eat, trained, all about being a champion. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And sorry, but let me.
No, it's okay.
Let me call you back. I'm in the middle of an interview right now. Bye. Like I said, he's slept, lived, trained, all his life for this opportunity again. He's had it before. He was being champion before, but this time he's going to be a different champion because he's a lot more mature. He's a little bit older. He's a family man. He's a great role model. So I think in every aspect of being a champion, I think he's the guy. He's the guy to be champion. But at the same time, that's what he lives for. He lives to be a champion, and he trains, and he loves to be a champion.
You're fighting next Saturday.
That's right.
How do you feel?
I feel good. At the end of the day, I wish I had a better camp, but my responsibilities is with Vitor right now, and then come Sunday, I'm going to focus on my own match. But I've been training really hard. I'm ready to go. I feel fit. I feel strong. Valentine's, he's been around in the game. This will be my 3rd MMA fight. I think this is his probably 60th. Or something like that. But the guy, I don't underestimate him at all. He's a great fighter. He's been around the game a long time. So, at the end of the day, when that bell rings, we're ready to go.
But can you explain again about you say you could do a better training camp? Is it because you put in too much time with Belfort, or?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, when the training camp starts, you focus on yourself only. But unfortunately, I have other responsibilities, and that responsibility was bestowed on me before I was actually asked to fight. So I was his head coach probably about a month before I was asked to fight. So, and it's a great opportunity for me to fight also. So, you just work things in and make it work. You know what I mean? And you do what you got to do. And like I said, through the whole time, even though I've been training him, I've also been training myself. And so the whole camp has been great.
You think Strikeforce should have done this heavyweight tournament earlier?
Well, I'm not too sure if I'm the one to, kind of question that, whether they should have done it earlier, whether they should do it later, whether they should do it now. I think what they've done is, is a great idea. It keeps fighters active, and it keeps them in the scene, even at a higher level. So, I think it's a great idea, and I think maybe now is the best time for them to do it.
Who do you think is going to win between Fedor and Bigfoot? Bigfoot Silva.
Well, Bigfoot's he's a big guy, he's strong, he's a good fighter and everything. But if I had to put my money on somebody, I'll put it on Fedor.
Who do you think is going to win the entire tournament?
Well, that's going to be interesting. I think it's probably going to come down to Fedor and Alistair Overeem.
Yeah.
I mean, those would be my two picks right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, to the fans, thank you so much for all your love and support, not only for Vitor's camp, but also for mine. We do this, we can't do this without you, so we thank you for the love and support. Best wishes to you all, and God bless, stay safe, and hopefully I'll pull out a win next week. God bless, take care.